YouTube, what's up? I am in an excellent mood on this Monday afternoon. It is 2:24 p.m. currently. I just got home from teaching, which is why I'm still wearing my jacket. I think a lot of people forget vocabulary because they learn a bunch of stuff, whether it's from a textbook, whether it's from the teacher, whether it's from a song or a TV show, whatever it is, right? You learn this stuff, and I think a lot of people, they don't actually do anything to make themselves review those words again. And even worse, actually, going back to it even more, digging in further, I think a lot of people, even if they do review it, they review it in a sense of like, let me read it again in the textbook. Let me do practice worksheets. Let me do like listening exercises. What they don't usually do is they don't really do anything to force themselves to incorporate some of the new words into their day-to-day language use when they speak it. And I think that, my friends, is why a lot of people can understand really well, and they can even speak decently, and yet, even as they learn new words, they can understand those words when they're used, but they don't actually use them because they didn't do any exercises to force themselves to use those words. So, for example, in my Mandarin class today, I'm actually asking my teacher right now to give me some exercises to practice some things that we've already learned. 你可不可以发给我有些练习题？
练习就关联词的练习题。
对。
可以。
But on top of that, I'm not only doing that, I am going to then force myself to use them by writing a text for her. I'm going to write it and say, hey, can you correct this? It's going to use all the words, as many of the new words as possible. And then, purposely, during our lessons, I'm going to make sure that I'm using a lot of these words. On purpose, I'm going to try and like direct the conversation into directions to force me to use them so I can really drill that habit into my brain and get used to using a lot of these new words. That is, I think, a process that a lot of people don't follow. Alright, just got some new glasses, and it's actually nice not to have all the scratches everywhere, because for years I've had scratches on my glasses and I'm like used to trying to like avoid where the scratches are and I'm looking at things, so it's nice just to be, everything is clear. And big shout out to people who work at, let me show you here, who work at that place, this one here, I'll zoom in, this one, the body shop, and here, bench, and that place, which is the glasses shop. All those places, big shout out to all of them, and the 5 random people who kind of walked by and I asked for seconds for opinions, because like, fun fact about me, I actually am really bad at picking out my own like clothes, glasses, all that stuff, so usually I let other people do it, and today I had no help, so I just sort of had to ask a bunch of people around. I think I asked probably 20 plus people and like took their time and to get some feedback, and this was seems like this is the common consensus. I'm hoping it looks okay. Either way, I know myself. I'm looking at myself in the camera viewfinder. I know myself. I will get used to it no matter what. They could be like hot pink and like circles, and I would get used to it. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I rock these. This is now part of who I am, and I'll just rock whatever I have. I think there's a lot of value for a lot of you to start surrounding yourself with people, whether it's in real life or virtually through the internet, that are maybe naturally better than you at languages, or maybe more entrenched in languages than you are. Maybe, maybe whose full-time jobs are in languages, because when you do that, it's going to start helping you. It's going to start accelerating your progress a lot faster than you would think. For example, look at me. You can actually watch it happen in my vlogs, which is something I love. Look at my action steps. I've been spending more time with Jessie, right? Jessie to help with my video stuff, like the artsy, the visual stuff, the making sure that things are done in a visually, aesthetically pleasing way. Use those regardless.
Yeah, okay.
I like that one the best.
Okay. Yeah, I like this one too.
I surround myself with Nick and Aaron, right? Aaron's a guy I talk to on the phone. Nick, I meet with in person, and that's really accelerating a lot of the marketing things and helping me with that.
You may need to change structurally again too.
Probably, so yeah. No.
It's coming in, and you're never. I don't know, but I don't think I'll ever at this point for the rest of my life will I ever have it found. I'm not going to be like, I'm good.
No.
I got this set. It's automated. Yeah. I got the perfect amount of time for business and a perfect amount of time for family. There's always going to be like that. So I think like that. That's what'll happen. But like I think that like the thought of it being like, at what point do you become uncomfortable? Does one push the other to be uncomfortable? That's when you're doing too much of one versus not enough of the other, and vice versa, and then you need to probably readjust a bit.
I'm surrounding myself with people to help me move on certain things that I'm not as deeply entrenched in. I'm not super entrenched in marketing. I have some skill sets in it, I have some knowledge, but there's people who are way more deeply in it than me, and I want to have those people in my corner. I want to spend time with these people, because that's going to bleed into my success, and I highly recommend a lot of you figure that out for yourselves when it comes to your languages. And yeah, I think that'll help you a lot. It'll help you guys really a bunch. I swear to you it will.